done in a long time. I used to do video blogs and just kind of talk about just random shit. And I don't know, it kind of helped me cope with a bunch of things. And so I thought I'd do one, driving home. So basically, for those of you that don't know, I'm working on my license to be a real estate agent in the state of Texas. And so in the meantime, I'm actually working on getting to that destination. Right now, I'm currently working in Woodville, which is about an hour's drive from me every day to work. And I'm kind of like the sales manager for AT&T and Verizon cell phones and products and stuff like that. Definitely not what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm not a retail person at all. Real estate's definitely my passion. So I got a call. Well, let me actually back that up just a little bit. I got an email a couple of weeks ago from Oak Creek Homes out of Bryan, which is quite a distance away from where I live. I didn't really think a lot about it until I kind of thought, wait a minute, they may actually have a position open in Huntsville, which is exactly where I'm trying to get back to. Whenever I started working in Huntsville as a community manager for a neighborhood that leased and sold its own homes, owned by Yes Communities, I really got a real taste in my mouth for, real estate and property management, etc. And I loved it, aside from my differences with, maybe regional management. So, anyways, after I was, long story short, had to leave the company, I had to default and go back to my old job. Granted, again, definitely not what I want, and it's kind of really hard to justify driving an hour to work every day and making, not the best money in the world, let's say that. So, anyways, to my story on the email, well, I got an email from Oak Creek Homes, and so I decided to give the HR director a call that sent the email. Well, I left a voicemail, and that was day before yesterday. She called me back this morning and decided to, just kind of talk to me, find out what my objectives are, what are my goals, etc. And so I just had a really pleasant, nice conversation about me and, everything about what I'm looking for. So with that being said, I pretty much ended up with a phone interview, and it went very well. So I was really happy about it. And so she sent me over, it's a standard protocol, a personality profile test, kind of. And I've done plenty of them before, and so it's nothing new. And sent it in, and got the email back to her. And she told me that once I finished, she was going to get with the, I believe it was the regional vice president for the area for to schedule an interview. So I've got my fingers crossed. I'm really hoping that everything's going to turn out great, so that I can get back into the field that I want and make the money that I'm used to, and kind of kickstart, like my savings and everything for when I actually start my career in real estate. I'm trying to put back enough of a nice little nest egg, so in the often cases, sometimes I may not sell my first house for, who knows, maybe a couple of months. So at least I'll have something to fall back on, to make my car payments and etc., my bills. And so with that being said, I'm really excited about the opportunity that's been given to me, and I'm hoping that it'll work out for the best. And I mean, if it doesn't, I'm sure I'll find something else. I'm a very, very big believer in the quote, everything happens for a reason. And also, my most trusted and most believed in quote probably in my entire life is timing is everything. It's actually going to be my next tattoo that I've got planned. But anyways, so I kind of want to just give that update. I also have a little bit more. So my really good friend Cole, I actually posted this already on Facebook. So I mean, if you've read the post and you're watching this now, you already know about this. But I'm really good friends with a guy that lives in Dallas. He's originally from Houston. His name is Cole, and we haven't really been friends very long, but we've become pretty close friends very quickly. We share a lot of great deal of past life experiences. We'll put that away. And he's become a really, really amazing friend to me. And he is on the side, he drives for Lyft. Well, I always knew it was legit, but I never really gave it a whole lot of thought. One, I live on Lake Livingston, and for those of you that don't know what that is, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like it takes me 35-ish minutes to get to Huntsville, which is the nearest decent biggest town. So, and also again where what I call family and my friends and my social life are. And also me being on the board of directors for the Huntsville Pride Committee, which is a great pleasure and a great honor for me. It's really put a damper in my participation with the board and the activities and the events that we plan, and I really haven't been able to contribute that much, and it makes me really sad that it's had to be that way the last couple of months. But I always knew that I'd bounce back, and apparently and thankfully I have a board that is very understanding and wanted to keep me on the board. So for any of you that are watching, I really appreciate you guys, and I love you to death. So I went ahead and put my application in today to be a Lyft driver, and I'm gonna have to drive in Houston, which it's about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes from my house. But I also get 3 days off every week. I'm on 4 on 3 off right now, and so even with my job right now, I would be able to go down to Houston and be at least a night driver and drive, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm already 80% through the application process. They're just basically checking out my background, and that's essentially it. I've pretty much already done everything as far as signing up with the company. And of course, I was able to pass many of it very simply just by having a car that met the requirements, insurance, registration, all the stuff that would naturally go along with that. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So it'll be a nice little, extra money I can put back for, everything else that I need. So a lot of good things are happening. I'm very focused on trying to get everything back in motion like I used to have it. It's definitely been a very eventful year. For those of you that know me, personally, I started out the year whenever I was a community manager, working somewhere sometimes 80 and 90 hours of work week. Really putting in the time. And I went from that to, because I was saving up for a wedding, and then I married my best friend in the entire world, Rob, and we got married June 13th in Conroe. And ever since we got married, let's say that there's been a few times where we've been tested. It happens, it just happened to be a little early in our marriage, but we've had a few hardships here and there, and you just got to work through them. And we make a great team, and we're doing really well as far as working towards our goals, and making life better for both of us. The most exciting part about that is that we plan on trying to relocate to the Conroe area, hopefully next year. We're just trying to plan accordingly. My husband is a high school teacher, and so obviously he's got to finish out his year, teaching. But I'm optimistic that he's going to find what he's looking for, and make himself happy with either a new career or something along the lines of what he does now. So between that and me then actually starting officially with being a licensed real estate agent, which I've already even picked my own brokerage. I'm going to be signing on with eXp Realty. So I'm very excited. I've done a lot of that. It's just getting my licensing done, and that is no easy task. I'll tell you that right now. It is a very grueling and very intense program through the state of Texas, which happens to be the one state in America that requires the most amount of course hours. It's 180 course hours, and compared to some states like, if I'm not mistaken, Alabama, that only requires like 40 or 60, I think. So it's intense, but it's going to be worth it because I'm working towards exactly what I want to do, and finally kickstarting my career on October 15th, I'll be 34. So just a lot of exciting stuff going on. So I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of that with everybody, and just kind of get it off my chest. But everything's in place as far as I've got a wonderful husband, a great family that I'm married into, an amazing brother, a lot of support, and I have some of the best friends a guy could ever ask for. And I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful. So anyways, I actually am home now, so I'm going to let everybody go. I appreciate anybody that's watching this, just me kind of ramble on a little bit. Sometimes it just kind of makes you feel good about yourself whenever you just kind of talk, and let everybody know just what's going on in your life. So anyways, I guess until next time that I get to do a video blog, I appreciate you watching, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave me a note. I'd be more than happy to conversate with you. So everybody have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your week and have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Thanks.